What if Mondo Gecko was in Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? If I've piqued your curiosity, walk with me. Mondo Gecko is a mutant gecko most recognized for being a friend of Michelangelo. Unfortunately, Rise didn't get to have that many classic characters return in its show. However, I did a fan casting video similar to this already for Mona Lisa. And we can go all the way back to when he debuted in the 80s series to figure out how to make this adaptation make sense. In the episode that Mondo Gecko was introduced in the 80s series, it's revealed that he was a regular gecko that crawled into the ooze as the turtles got mutated all at the same time. And the entire plot of this episode is revolved around Michelangelo trying to find Mondo Gecko because he's having dreams of when him and his brothers were pre-mutated so he can find this missing person. Now this premise is very translatable into the Rise universe. Have Michelangelo have very vague memories of what it was like being pre-mutated and experimented on by Baron Draxum. Let him and Mondo have been experimented on around the same time, and you can even say through the bond that they shared following the accident created a psychic link between Michelangelo and Mondo Gecko. As it pertains to his vibe, we can take a few notes from Mondo's 2012 variant. This version of Mondo was a human named Jason who loved to skateboard but was unfortunately mutated when the Turtles accidentally dropped all those canisters of ooze between Season 2 and Season 3, and this version of Mondo is the loudmouth punk that is always ready for a fight. Perfect chemistry blending for him, Rise Mikey, and even Cassandra Jones. Mutant Mayhem Mondo is unfortunately the variant we know the least about just due to screen time, but every Ninja Turtles fan who had watched Mutant Mayhem remembers his iconic scene where he instantly bonds with Michelangelo on their first meetup. That's the type of friendship, borderline familial aspect, almost akin to a cousin, that we could really use between Michelangelo and Mondo Gecko. And don't worry, I was not going to skip out on the IDW variant of Mondo Gecko. This variant is the one that I want to take the most inspiration from. In the IDW universe, Mondo Gecko is a full-fledged punk, but not just by aesthetic, but also in culture and upbringing. He's a freedom fighter with the Mighty Mutanimals, and he is extremely heavily coded as a person of color in this universe. And I think it would really serve this hypothetical variant if he was a full-fledged punk. I'm talking UK Afro-punk, where his favorite bands are deep cuts like X-Ray Specs and Basement 5. And I think it would be hilarious and the perfect measurement of camp if Mondo Gecko was so into punk culture that he wanted to just intentionally speak with a British accent, but he's really bad at it, so it sounds very ham-fisted, akin to a character like Bakura or Jack Atlas from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe. I also think it's really cool that Mondo Gecko has been multiple colors in different TMNT universes, so I would really love to see them maybe do a color like purple, and maybe he could even then take some inspiration from an artist like Prince. And I think an actor that could totally pull this type of character off is an actor like Corey Hawkins, famously known for being Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton and also in the Heights. But now I want to hear from all of you, so leave this in the comments if you watch the whole video and let me know what you think of this fan casting.